Hello, my dear friends, brothers, and sisters. We are on day 91 of this podcast with the Bible through the year. My name is Leo Lozano, Associate Pastor at Revive GMC in Pasadena, Texas. Today, we will continue to read Matthew 21. Today is verses 23 to 27. I am reading from the New Living Translation, but you may join me from whatever translation you have before you. The important thing is, here we are, making the time to spend a few minutes in the Word of God. And my prayer is that we may spend a few more minutes throughout the day just meditating on what we are about to read. And that's, in that sense, we would create a space for the Spirit of the living God to speak to our hearts. So with that in mind, let us go together to the Bible. When Jesus returned to the temple and began teaching, the leading priests and elders came up to him. They demanded, "By what authority are you doing all these things? Who gave you the right?" "I tell you by what authority I do these things if you answer one question." Jesus replied, "Did John's authority to baptize came from heaven, or was it merely human?" They talked it over among themselves. "If we say it was from heaven, he will ask us why we didn't believe John. But if we say it was merely human, we'll be mobbed because the people believe John was a prophet." So they finally replied, "We don't know." And Jesus responded, "Then I won't tell you by what authority I do these things." This is the word of God for the people of God. Thanks be to God. Listen, here's what gets my attention this morning. It's not that, these people deny the fact that Jesus has authority. Look, it's clear he does. The problem is, you're not part of the club. This group of people, they have worked hard their whole lives. And let's say it as well, they are part of the correct family. Because being priest, being part of this whole system, it's not just, I want to be a priest. You have to be part of the family of priests, right? John was an example, and that's why Jesus uses that, because John, the baptizer, he was the son of Zechariah, a priest. He actually got the revelation of the birth of his son as he was serving the temple, right? So John should be there, but John decided to work outside of the system, right? And that's why they were also upset about John, because it's like, again, you're not part of the team. This is the team that speaks on behalf of God. So how are you doing what you're doing? And that's why they're so upset with Jesus, because they don't know him. Like, you never came to our schools. You were not part of the program, the system, the club. And so, yes, there's authority, but they felt threatened by that. And so that's why they were always demanding and questioning and upset, because we see what you're doing, but we should be able to do those things and we don't do them. And, you're better than us. And why is that? And there's a lot of things there, right? There's jealousy, there's fear, and there's so much in there. But again, Jesus doesn't play their game. It's like, okay, you tell me this. And because they wouldn't dare, Jesus just gave them that answer at the end. "Then I won't tell you by what authority I do these things." He didn't say, "I don't know." I'm just not going to tell you because of this attitude of your own hearts. And so, again, may we not only recognize the authority of Jesus, but may we celebrate it. May we rejoice in what he does. And may we not be like those who were always judging Jesus and being afraid of him just because, he's not part of our club, right? And we do tend to do that a lot as Christians. We tend to be very, very tribal. If it's not my, if it's not my church, if it's not my denomination, then I don't know. I don't know. Is God really there? Come on. Let's not be cynical like that. Let us rejoice in what God is doing all around us. All right. Thank you for joining me today. I cannot wait to meet you again tomorrow. God bless you.